Steve Reeves kill him with tension of grappling with a serious shoulder injury. Steve Reeves, an iconic figure in the world of bodybuilding and Hollywood, left an indelible mark on both industries. Revered for his impressive physique, unparalleled work ethic, and natural charisma, Reeves set the standard for what it meant to be a classic male hero in mid-20th century cinema. From humble beginnings to global stardom, Reeves' life journey is a testament to discipline, dedication, and the pursuit of excellence. Born on January 21, 1926, in Glasgow, Montana, Steve Reeves grew up in modest circumstances. His family moved to California during his childhood, a pivotal shift that would expose him to new opportunities in fitness and film. Raised primarily by his mother after his father's untimely death, Reeves learned resilience at a young age. His mother's strength and support played a crucial role in shaping his future. As a teenager, Reeves became involved in athletics and quickly became interested in weightlifting and bodybuilding. Influenced by John Grimmick and other early fitness pioneers, Reeves began training at local gyms. His genetic potential, combined with his relentless dedication, saw him rapidly excel in building a physique that was both aesthetic and powerful. By the late 1940s, he was winning major bodybuilding titles, solidifying his place among the best physiques of his generation. His crowning achievement came in 1950 when he won the prestigious Mr. Universe title in London. His victory was a testament to his physical prowess and his aesthetic approach to bodybuilding. Unlike many modern bodybuilders who focused on sheer mass, Reeves emphasized symmetry, proportion, and classical beauty. His physique was characterized by broad shoulders, a narrow waist, and perfectly sculpted muscles, which many considered the pinnacle of male physical perfection. His win at the Mr. Universe competition brought him international recognition, and he became the face of what was considered the ideal male body. Unlike many of his contemporaries, Reeves achieved his remarkable physique without relying on performance-enhancing drugs, further adding to his legendary status as a natural bodybuilder. The making of a hero. After his success in bodybuilding, Reeves caught the eye of Hollywood producers. His chiseled physique, handsome features, and undeniable screen presence made him a natural fit for roles that demanded larger-than-life heroes. In the late 1950s and early 1960s, Reeves transitioned to film, where he would become most famous for his portrayal of mythological and historical figures. His breakthrough role came in 1958 when he starred as Hercules in the Italian epic Le Fatiche di Ercole, The Labors of Hercules. The film was a massive hit, both in Europe and internationally, catapulting Reeves to stardom. His portrayal of Hercules, with his incredible physicality and stoic heroism, resonated deeply with audiences, making him one of the most bankable stars of the era. Reeves went on to star in a series of sword and sandal films, where he portrayed various iconic figures such as Romulus in Romulus and Remus, 1961, and Aeneas in The Trojan Horse, 1961. His roles showcased not just his physical strength but also a quiet, dignified presence that lent gravitas to the larger-than-life characters he portrayed. Redefining the epic hero. Although Reeves' film career spanned just over a decade, the impact of his roles in epic films is undeniable. His most famous work, the Hercules series, set the template for the modern-day action hero. Reeves' ability to embody heroic figures with a natural nobility and grace made him the ideal candidate for these roles. His other films, including The White Warrior, 1959, Goliath and the Barbarians, 1959, and The Last Days of Pompeii, 1959, further cemented his place as the quintessential sword and sandal hero. Although Reeves' acting was often criticized for being somewhat stoic, it was his physical presence and charisma that carried his performances. His roles were iconic not because of dialogue or emotional depth but because he physically represented the perfect embodiment of mythological and historical heroes. Many modern-day action stars, including Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone, have cited Reeves as an inspiration, both for his dedication to fitness and his ability to carry a film with sheer physicality. Reeves' films laid the groundwork for the action-adventure genre, proving that a hero's strength could be as important as their words. A natural approach. Steve Reeves' influence extended far beyond the silver screen. As a fitness pioneer, he advocated for a balanced, drug-free approach to bodybuilding. Reeves was highly critical of the growing use of anabolic steroids in the bodybuilding world, which became more prominent in the decades following his competitive career. His fitness philosophy centered around the idea of maintaining an aesthetically pleasing and functional physique. Reeves believed in building a body that was strong and muscular but also healthy and balanced. He promoted a natural approach to bodybuilding, relying on whole foods, rigorous but smart training, and avoiding harmful substances. Reeves also wrote extensively on fitness and health, sharing his methods with future generations of bodybuilders and fitness enthusiasts. His book Building the Classic Physique the Natural Way became a guide for countless individuals seeking to develop their bodies without resorting to performance-enhancing drugs. Reeves emphasized the importance of training for longevity, promoting flexibility, mobility, and cardiovascular health as essential aspects of fitness. A life of purpose. After his retirement from acting in the late 1960s, Steve Reeves focused on promoting health and fitness. His post-Hollywood years were spent advocating for natural bodybuilding and encouraging people to live a balanced and healthy lifestyle. Though his life as a movie star had ended, he remained active in the bodybuilding community, often attending events and sharing his wisdom with younger generations. In his later years, Reeves enjoyed a quieter life, raising horses and engaging in various business ventures. He settled in Southern California, where he continued to live out his passion for fitness, health, and the outdoors. Steve Reeves, the legendary bodybuilder and actor, faced immense tension throughout his career, particularly in grappling with a serious shoulder injury. His injury, sustained during his prime years as a film star and fitness icon, was a constant source of pain and stress, and it significantly impacted both his physical abilities and mental well-being. Reeves was a man of immense physical prowess, having built a career around his near-perfect physique. He was renowned for his roles in sword and sandal epics, like Hercules and the Last Days of Pompeii, which demanded extraordinary feats of strength and endurance. However, this shoulder injury, which may have stemmed from years of intense training and performing dangerous stunts without the use of stunt doubles, began to erode the very foundation of his success: his ability to maintain peak physical condition. As the injury worsened, Reeves faced not only physical pain but also the psychological strain of seeing his career prospects diminish. The tension Reeves experienced was compounded by the demands of Hollywood, where he had to maintain his muscular, larger-than-life persona on screen while privately suffering. Despite his best efforts to manage the injury through rehabilitation and rest, it became increasingly clear that he could not continue at the pace he once had. The reality of his condition weighed heavily on him, as it limited the type of roles he could take on and hindered his ability to perform at the level audiences had come to expect. By the late 1960s, Reeves' injury, coupled with the changing landscape of the film industry, led him to make the difficult decision to retire. His genre of films, which had once dominated international box offices, was experiencing a decline. The sword and sandal epics were falling out of fashion, replaced by the rise of new cinematic trends like westerns, spy films, and gritty dramas. Reeves, whose fame was built largely on these historical and mythological roles, found fewer opportunities in an industry moving in a different direction. He retired in 1968, a decision not solely driven by his injury but by a combination of factors: the physical toll of years of hard work, the stress of constantly maintaining his body, and the realization that the market for his kind of films was dwindling. Years after retiring from acting, Reeves' health took another dramatic turn. On Friday, April 28, 2000, he underwent exploratory surgery for an unknown health issue. Tragically, complications from the procedure resulted in the formation of a blood clot, and despite medical intervention, Reeves passed away just a few days later, on Monday, May 1, 2000. The timing of his death was particularly heart-wrenching because, on the day following his surgery, he had been diagnosed with lymphoma. However, his doctors had expressed optimism about his chances for recovery, believing that with proper treatment, Reeves could make a full recovery from the disease. Unfortunately, the blood clot proved to be fatal before any substantial treatment for the lymphoma could be administered. Reeves died at Palomar Hospital in Escondido, California, a place filled with personal significance, as it was the same hospital where his second wife, Aline Zartjarvich, had passed away several years earlier. This connection to the hospital only deepened the emotional weight of his death for those close to him, as the location symbolized not only the end of his life but also a poignant tie to his past. In the wake of his death, Steve Reeves was remembered not just as an iconic figure of physical perfection in heroic roles but also as a man who had endured profound personal and physical struggles, including the toll of injuries and illnesses that ultimately claimed his life.